My bad. Fucked up. What is up? What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the O.O.C. We got Roberto in the house, JG, special guest Myra Kitty is in the house. Hello. What up, people? How you guys doing? I'm gonna let you shout out your channels. First, I want to say Eli, Jack Laws, and Basel. Thank you guys for popping in right now.
Yes.
Eli said, for the record, I do not endorse a religious war. I support the people of Palestine and Israel and not Hamas. Anyone calling for the eradication of Palestine's Jews is calling for genocide, period. So we will get into all of that as you guys see the topic is at hand. But Roberto, where can they find you first, sir?
Well, if they're here, they know. And if they don't know, they better find out because maybe they have a second chance on Saturday. We'll be back next Saturday, hopefully. Unexpected things came about. And yeah, that's it, yo.
What up, K-Dot? Thank you for popping in. JG?
Like Roberto said,
what's up, Dot?
Wednesday nights on the O.O.C, the great episode of Roberto. No, not forgetting to hold the Danny spiel, but I'll do it anyway. They're amazing, they're outstanding. These the super.
That's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying.
Also, catch my homie Super Wise Thursday nights, Loki season 2 watch party.
Yes, that will be tomorrow.
Hold on, let me just say one thing before Kitty gets in there. JG. You think you could give Nzo and I that same run up and just say, Danny, one time? Just one time?
Next week, I got you. I got to get the whole thing together. But
Thanks, bro.
All right.
People are wondering if we're guests on Danny's show, the way you call them out.
You know what I mean?
You
know? Moira, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Where can they find you?
Well, my channel doesn't really have a whole lot going on right now. I haven't been doing much with it. Honestly, I figured if I live stream some of the stuff I wanted to talk about, then I'd probably get shut down. I
feel you. I feel
out of control. Although I have been going out of control on my TikTok on MoraKitty_81, where I am just unleashing all over the place. I'm sharing information whenever I can. Huh?
Getting stuff off your chest, right?
Oh, well, I'm sharing a lot of videos because some things what can I add to some of it? Some of it just has to, speak for itself. But stuff going on with the UN, the whole mess.
Yep, 100%. We're gonna get into all of that. We got a couple of great topics here tonight. I got a little joke here. I want you guys to see this because we're gonna start it off because it's gonna get heavy. Check this shit out.
Happened on that Thursday here at Augusta High School that led to Chris Wood's death. The fuck is that? Shit! I'm dying in this fucking country ass fucked up town. Shit flying in my mouth. The fuck? I can't see pollen. And let's get the fuck out of this country, motherfucker. I can't see me.
Forgot he's on tape.
Because if you hear him talk at the beginning, he's right. Like, yes, sir, I'm Leslie. And then, what the fuck was that? So it's like the black kid,
the customer service voice.
Hold on, my bad. Yeah, the black really came out of him on that one. Hilarious.
Oh, man.
Roberto is up there eating. I think I have another one. I had something that I wanted to show. God, I know it's there, right? Okay, it's there. I don't know how old it is, but I seen this the other day and I was like, yo, this dude, what? Just watch.
My wife just died. All right, we've got a lot on the agenda today, so let's begin. Yes, Matthew?
Ted, I'm so sorry. I mean, your wife.
Yeah, well, as you might expect, the pain's unlike anything I've ever experienced before, but we've got a lot to do today, so let's keep moving, okay? Maura, next question, Jim?
Can I ask what happened to Janie and me?
Jim, what happened was she died. It was a car accident. We can't just bring the entire nation to a halt because of it.
Do you need anyone to talk to or someone to help you with anything?
People, this subject is not on the agenda today. Believe me, there's nothing I'd like more than to drop down behind this podium and weep. But I can't do this. Why? Because I'm a grown man, I've got a job to do, and so do you. So I'm going to take one more question on the matter of my wife, and then we're moving on, okay? Wilson?
Have you told Bobby and Megan yet?
Well, the children were in the car with their mother at the time. They're at Georgetown University Hospital. Bobby's in a coma, and Megan lost her life.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
I do not know how this man is standing up there doing what he's doing. That is crazy. I don't.
That's beyond crazy.
That's a man who's had a Klonopin or two, because I could not without that. Oh my Lord.
Yeah.
Who could? Who could? You know what I mean? When I was watching it, I was like, "Ah, shit, that's fucked up." But this dude's doing his job. Then when he came to the end and said the kids, I was like, "Bruh."
Okay.
Bruh.
Yep. Couldn't do it.
Bruh.
Hell no.
That would have. I don't give a fuck about the country, right? You know what I mean? Like we get no. Fuck the country. I am.
Trust me, there's somebody that could replace him for that moment.
Absolutely.
I don't think
100%.
you provide information that detailed that you should have to be in that kind of state of mind to present something and come out so cold, man.
Sometimes people dive themselves into work to try to get their mind off it so they don't flip out.
You're right.
So maybe he needs it.
It probably hasn't really hit him yet. You know what I mean? Like it's
right.
It's the beginning stages, and then when he gets off the stage, he'll probably ball out and do what he needs to do to him. But
he's probably afraid if he starts, he won't stop.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
But that's so sarcastic, weep behind it. That's kind of comment he made. Wasn't crazy about that.
Which one?
Trust me when I say I wish I could just stand behind here and weep behind this counter. It was so cold, like it seems so robotic.
The way he said it, eh?
Yeah,
I agree.
Again, everybody handles death differently. Who am I to say anything?
Right, but fucked up.
Yes, indeed.
Last one I have here. Would you guys do this?
nope.
Already, I can say no.
Nope.
That's the ground below there.
Oh wait, yes. Hold on.
Fuck that.
How long did it take him to get up there? He left yesterday.
I don't even like tall bridges, so I know I'm not doing that.
There's no way I could even get up there to get in that device.
Facts, 100%.
I stood
you
on top
crazy?
of a tall table and my legs were shaking. Right?
No.
I can't. No, I'm not doing it.
No. You throw some dollar signs on that too. I don't think I'd live through it to enjoy the money.
That's one thing. There's no amount of money you can pay me to do it. I'm not.
Where do I sign up? It looks fun. All right. So we did have that topic, right? $50 million.
Hell nope.
Roberto?
I don't think my body would allow me as much as my brain wanted to do it. My body would not allow me.
Myra, 50 million to do that? Oh, she's muted, so she probably stepped away. But there's not enough money in the world. First off, I would be because I guess it's an elevator to get up there, right? So you got to travel. The minute I get like halfway up, I'd be like, nope. I got to go back down. There is no fucking way. I probably wouldn't even attempt because I'm claustrophobic, so I probably wouldn't even attempt to get in the elevator, especially when I look how high that thing is. I'd be like, yeah, 50 million down the drain. I'm good. I value my life. I don't value that shit. Absolutely not. Not enough. Not enough whatsoever. So, as we do, we got topics that we talk about over here. And one that we have is a big one. If you guys don't know what's going on,
if you don't know, you're sleeping, yo.
Absolutely, 100%. So I have a little video here that I'm going to show, right? And it's basically how it starts. All right. So let's watch the video. It's a 6-minute video, but we'll watch it, discuss it.
We're on the beach.
No, hold on. Let's bring it up here. All right, here we go. So I have the video there. Let me just look at these comments real quick. I see hell no. Eli said looks like fun. Jack Law said, you guys ever watch people's videos with paramotors? No, I have no idea what that is. Where they strap the fan to their backs and use a parachute to fly it like a kite off the ground. Okay, I know what you're talking about. I would never do it, right? That's just me. Like, you see all these things like bungee jumping and skydiving. Nah, sir. I like my life too much. I'm not doing it.
All right, sorry. Yeah, my daughter called me. Sorry.
No problem. Did you? Oh, sorry. Did you see the video that I played with the guy?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Didn't see it? Okay, no problem. We'll get into the topics that we have. Maybe I'll play it later. Couldn't pay me enough, David said. Sometimes they take them up like 1,000 feet.
All right.
Yeah.
Did we cover the fact that I think it's strange that somehow an airplane was able to let parachuters come out to get there, but it went through air next to Israeli airspace, and nobody checked that plane. Nobody called them on it.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't get to that yet. We didn't get over there yet. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're gonna let Maura have the floor because she got a lot to say.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
So the first video is called "How Israel Stole Palestine." So it's basically the history of what happened. Let's listen to what this guy has to say.
Palestine and Israel. It's complicated. Well, at least that's what some people would like you to think. We've long been sold the narrative of a tit-for-tat skirmish of rockets, a real estate dispute, or even a centuries-old religious feud. There's so much more to the story of Palestine we all need to know. So, how did we get here? Let's take it back to the beginning. It starts with the end of a world war, Muslims fighting each other, and a promise made by the West only a century ago. So here's how the story begins. It's 1916, and the First World War is raging on. The Ottoman Empire is 617 years old at this point and is on the brink of collapse. The British and the French had promised the Arabs sovereignty and Arab leadership over the Arabian Peninsula and the Levant if they helped them defeat the Ottomans. And so the Arabs said, okay, and so they helped them defeat the Ottomans. Now I know what you're thinking. What's this got to do with Palestine and the creation of Israel? Just trust me, we'll get there. Okay, so when the British and the French won, the Arabs wanted the land that was promised to them, but little did they know, the British and the French had this little top secret meeting. And in this top secret meeting, it was planned that the captured Ottoman province will be divided into areas of British and French control and influence. The British would receive Palestine, Jordan, and southern Iraq, while the French would control southeastern Turkey, northern Iraq, Syria, and Lebanon. This was called the Sykes-Picot Agreement. But then the Arabs found out about this agreement and they were shocked. They had been bamboozled and tricked. They thought that they were fighting a war in order to overthrow their non-Arab Muslim rulers, only to end up with, you guessed it, European colonial rulers instead. Anyway, that's a long story for another video. Now that the British occupy Palestine, something unusual is happening back in Europe. You see, the Zionist movement had been growing increasingly influential and lobbied hard to support the mass migration of Jews to Palestine and recognize a Jewish claim to the Palestinian land. And in 1917, Britain, out of nowhere, publicly declared its intentions of establishing a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. So the British just gifted Palestine, a country which was made up of 90% Palestinians, to European Zionists. They gave it just like you would give a box of chocolates. Historians still debate till this day why the British gave Palestine to Zionists. It's simply baffling. Now, at this point, the Jewish population in Palestine was less than 10%. So when the British started to facilitate the immigration of European Jews to Palestine from 1922 and 1935, the Jewish population rose to 27%. With the British mandate in full swing, mass European Jewish immigration meant that more land would be seized and the native Palestinian population grew increasingly worried. The Palestinians would demonstrate their concerns to their British overlords, but they wouldn't have it. European Jewish settlement was on the rise. The British proposed a partition of Palestine and even advised the forceful removal of the Arab population from their homes. And yes, this was their plan to resolve the issue. So the Palestinians naturally rejected this proposal and revolted against the British. The revolts were crushed violently, killing thousands of Palestinians. But the Palestinians wouldn't give up. They would continue their fight for independence, and the British were clearly fed up. So in 1947, the British decided to hand over their responsibility for Palestine to the United Nations. So basically, they just said, here, clean our mess. And so the UN proposed this ridiculous proposal again, where Palestine will be partitioned into a Jewish and Arab state. Remember, Jews in Palestine only constituted 1/3 of the population, most of whom arrived from Europe just a few years earlier. Yet, in this proposal, they were allocated 55% of the land. Feeling like they got a bad deal again, the Arabs rejected the proposal, and the Zionists accepted. However, here's the catch. The Zionists didn't agree to the proposed borders, and even campaigned for more land. So they agreed to an Israeli state, but didn't agree to the size of it, so they can just choose it for themselves. By 1948, Zionist militia would storm and capture Palestinian populated villages and cities, leaving thousands of Palestinians homeless and landless. The Zionists wanted to seize and cleanse as much land from Palestine before the British would officially withdraw their forces. And on the same day that they left, the Zionists proclaimed the establishment of the new Israeli state. Overnight, millions of Palestinians lost their country. And what's even more bizarre is that immediately the two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, recognized the new state of Israel. And if it couldn't get any worse, May 15th, 1948 was perhaps one of the darkest days in Palestine's history. They called it the Nakba, or the catastrophe. To lose your country, your identity, and your home just like that is something truly horrifying. But that wasn't enough for those Palestinian men, women, and children. They had to be ethnically cleansed from their lands and driven into near total destruction. See, the creation of the State of Israel didn't just mean that 1.9 million Palestinians were forced out of their homes. Didn't just mean that 78% of historic Palestine had been taken from its natives. Didn't just mean that 530 villages and cities were destroyed and ethnically cleansed. And didn't just mean the killing of 15,000 Palestinians in a series of mass atrocities. It means that it was the start of something even more horrifying for the Palestinian people. It signaled over 70 years of occupation, home demolitions, arbitrary arrests, displacements, Israeli expansion, military checkpoints, construction of walls, discrimination, massacres, and bombing of innocent men, women, and children in their own homes. So no, it's not complicated. The Palestinians are a people who have been oppressed and had their lands taken away from them and have been suffering ever since. This is how the events of the past shape the conditions of today. This is why it is important to remember and reflect our history before it repeats itself again. Because Allah knows we don't need it to happen again in another part of the world. May Allah lift the pain and the struggles from our Palestinian brothers and sisters. Amen.
So I played that video because I wanted people to understand where it all started, right? Because a lot of people don't know the history and they're just going off of what we're seeing today. But we have to understand that there is a reason why this war has been raging on for as long as it's been raging on. A lot of people think that, oh, this just started like this year. No, this been years. Every year you hear something going on over there.
I've been saying for the longest time, there will never be peace in the Middle East.
Facts.
And they all thought that Donald Trump did it. Oh, Trump made peace in the Middle East. So everyone said no one could do it. No. Because where you have facts like we saw, the dispute for land, you have extremists who do shit to kill the whole purpose of the cause of what the fight is for. Just like how they kill any struggle we as Black people are in and kill the cause because it will gain momentum and actually work, right?
Exactly.
It's very sad that the innocent are suffering, be it they're Palestinian or Jews. Any human suffering is wrong. Innocent suffering. The decapitation of babies, Nzo.
No.
That is something
that was a fake story they did to make
that is something that could only jeopardize the Palestinians' cause, because by them celebrating what Hamas is doing and Hamas is decapitating babies, that's
I don't believe that though.
Well, Nzo, that's your prerogative if you don't want to believe it.
The White House back.
Yeah. I don't believe the decapitating baby stuff.
Well,
right.
I'm not going to tell you what not to believe and to believe. That's up to you.
Mm-hmm.
But I have some Israeli friends, and they're showing me media that doesn't get played on CNN and Fox and CFCF and all these media venues that we have, and it's some really fucked up shit. That's all I can say.
Absolutely, 100%. But I think that the decapitating baby stuff is a little bit too far. Maybe is true. But from what I believe, I just don't. I'm like,
but that's the problem, Nzo. We can't comprehend this as us being how we were raised. Like, there's nothing that you could do to me, Nzo, that would make me want to hurt your family. I want to hurt you. I want to hurt you physically, and if I can't, once it's done, it's over. But for me to go after family members that have nothing to do with what my dispute is with you and start killing them?
Yeah, but okay. So I hear what you're saying, but let's not act like gang members don't do that stuff. They do it too, right? So it's not just over there. It's just not
in war is different.
There.
In war is different. You have crime. That's a war crime.
Yeah.
Innocent people have nothing to do with the war.
Right. So if you're a gang member, right, and they go after your family, they're innocent people. They have nothing.
They don't have any rules to conduct or run by, Nzo. They have no rules to conduct by. The military does. Back in the day, military could not shoot innocent people. They'd be court-martialed. They'd be hunted down by the panel, the world panel, and be held accountable. Now, nobody's held accountable. You can kill whoever the fuck you want if you have enough money and power.
So, okay, I hear what you're saying, right? And you're right. They do have crimes of war and stuff like that. But let's not act like they weren't getting away with killing innocent people, right? Yes, if they get caught, they're going to get prosecuted to the extent of the law. But we know from, history, and they have done some fucking shit that they weren't supposed to do, torturing prisoners and stuff like that, all against the law, but they've done it.
It goes both sides. It's dirty on both ends. I ain't favoring one or the other. It's dirty on both ends. You can't be super clean and innocent all the time. It's impossible. There's some fucked up shit going on in the Israeli side too. But to come out blatantly and do what they're doing, killing innocent people. Nzo, I was shocked already with Ukraine. This takes Ukraine. This takes another level than Ukraine. Like, I don't see the Russians going on Ukrainian beaches and shooting families that are running around in celebration. Maybe they're shooting bombs. Either way, they're killing people, but the method of how they're killing them is fucking satanic, man. I can't even put a word on it.
So let's hear JG and Myra. Go ahead, JG.
Well, I do appreciate that video. I mean, it gave a brief scenario about, what's going on and how everything began. But this goes back further than that. People have fought over that land for centuries. Right? You can go back to the Crusades, right? And if you're a biblical scholar, you can go back to the birthright of Jacob and Esau. Right? Who controls that land? Is it Islamic or is it Jewish land? Whose land does it belong to? Right? That's what it all boils down to. And to Roberto's credit, hey, both sides have done dirt. No one's clean. But just like, Roberto talked about the beheadings or supposed beheadings of Jewish children. If you go to the Palestinian side, you see the beheadings and the death of Palestinian kids. Right?
Correct.
And they can't constantly play this who had a worse game. Right? We see this in our own community. Like, hey, African Americans in the United States had it worse than, Jamaicans. They had it worse than the Haitians. It's not about who had it worse. It's how can we stop this? And according to prophecy, I'm going to throw this out there. There will be no peace in that region until God's chosen people inhabit that land. Since there hasn't been any peace, can you say they're God's chosen people?
Myra, your thoughts before I play this next video? Go ahead.
To fill in a little bit of the blanks, the guy he said he didn't know why the Middle East was given to them, to like how the ownership of the land was transferred over. What was left out of the video was in 1882, Baron Rothschild bought Jerusalem because it was part of the Balfour thing that they basically bought the land and created Israel, which makes me cringe when a lot of people and in 1947 to 49 there was something he called it NAKBA. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly, and that cost the lives of 8 to 15,000 Arabs in the area, and 700,000 were uprooted and removed to make room for the settlements. And so, yeah, like you said, this has been going on for a very long time. And that was, and then 1948, they felt the British were there for just too long because they were trying to, I guess, make sure there wasn't too many people coming in at one time. And they didn't like the British doing that. So they thought the British were outsiders, which is an irony in itself. And they bombed the King David Hotel. It was a terrorist group called the Irgun, the IRGUN, and them and the Haganah, which later ended up becoming the IDF that we know today, which is a frightening start to their military service.
Because I've heard several stories countering what that guy said. What I heard is the Palestinians were nomads, and none of the Arab nations took them in. Only the Israelis took them in.
I can show you maps dating back to the 1500s that had.
Am I right there, Moira? Am I right in saying that?
No.
No.
I can show you maps from the 1500s that list Palestine instead of Israel there.
That's what, if you there's just too much conflicting information. Like they want us to be confused. They don't want us to know the truth. Yeah.
It's one side wants to claim that they're the victims. So if I'm the victim, I'm going to show you as you're the evil person doing all the evil stuff.
And we're the only ones who care about history. The ones below us don't care about history. They're just calling it how they see it. That's fucked up, and they're fucked up people.
Well, I always say this: history is written by those who won the war, right? So if you win a war, you can write history the way you want it.
True.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. This was a video that happened recently, so let's hear what this TikToker had to say.
Attack yet. They just bombed the last remaining Christian hospital in Gaza that was filled with people. Right now, the estimated casualty numbers are as much as 500. And Al Jazeera journalists have said that the scene is just horrific. Here's a video of the explosion. I mean, what do you call this if not a crime against humanity? And Israel's still trying to say they're only targeting Hamas. Like, you can't tell us that all 500 people in this hospital were Hamas. They're just targeting anything and everything that's populated with Palestinians. And I know there are a lot of evangelical Christians in the United States who support Israel because of some end times prophecy. I had that kind of ideology pushed on me at one point in my life, actually. But you cannot tell me that this is something that Christians should be supporting. The bombing of Christian hospitals that are filled with civilians, women, and children. There's no God who would support this. No good person should support this. Don't let them use religion to push you into supporting a murderous apartheid state.
Thoughts?
Yeah, I agree. I was trying to keep track of that going on last night. And at first, Israel took credit for it. And I think they realized how bad the optics were. So they walked it back and tried to say that it was a Hamas rocket that had malfunctioned. And when they were like, hell no, that wasn't us. They were like, well, maybe it must have been jihadists. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Like, there's no more room for anyone in this party. But like, I have the screenshot where Netanyahu's social media guy, his like right-hand guy on the social media thing, he tweeted out they took credit for it. I had the screenshot of it before they got it taken down. So, you know, nice try, y'all. Yeah. But yeah, they've been trying to walk it back ever since because they kind of realized, that does look pretty bad.
And now they changed it to, they did it to, well, this circumstantial.
Right. Yeah. There's
evidence that Hamas may have misfired a missile and it landed in a parking lot.
Yeah. Now they're claiming the hospital wasn't even hit. Now they're just claiming it was the parking lot. I'm like, really? I could have sworn I saw some fire in a doorway. What was that?
Shifty said, then every time we give a country money or weapons in the Middle East, it usually comes back around on us later on causing more problems. So it was Hamas that bombed the Palestinians hospital, apparently. So this guy just wants to fight.
If you want to come up with like a conspiracy theory, we already know that they're surrounded by pure Arab nations, Israel, right? Mm-hmm. We already know that they want Israel out of there. So if you see an opportunity to have the world turn on Israel, there's proven fact that Hamas uses Palestinians as shields in their war, which is unethical.
The IDF has admitted they do this all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I have detection that a rocket was launched from point A and it continues to be launched from point A, yes, I should do my research and find out if it's a hospital or not. But sometimes in war, you retaliate. Why are rockets being launched from a hospital rooftop? Not saying in this case, I'm just saying that I've seen evidence shown that they do not play fair and they play very dirty. And unfortunately, the Palestinian people suffer. Why is the Palestinian leader denouncing Hamas for their actions? There's just too much conflict here to say the Israelis are only wrong, the Israelis are the perpetrators. I'm not blaming the Palestinians, but the Palestinians are not Hamas. Hamas has been in power for 30 years. No one voted for them. They took power, and if you go against them, they kill you.
The last election they had was in 2006. And before that, Yasser Arafat was president before he was killed. And to everyone's dismay, the person who helped fund Hamas was Netanyahu, or the Israeli government, and it's documented.
You're right. That is true. That is a fact.
But let's also not forget that, even though we have a certain percentage of people, Palestinians, who want Israel gone, you have a percentage of Israelis who want Palestinians gone. right? Both sides want each other just gone annihilated. You have Benjamin Netanyahu who has gone on record saying he wants to annihilate Palestine. So,
That's
like I
too.
said,
It's
it's two different
extreme. It's
victims.
extreme.
It's extreme on both sides. And again, where is the peace? Where's the, like you had the Jordan Accords, I believe, right? Where it is claimed that Israel was willing to give Palestinians 99% of what they wanted. And the 1% that they wouldn't give, they'll give them compensation. I want to know what was that 1% that the Palestinians wanted that Israel was not willing to give them. I'm very curious about that.
I guess we'll never find out, huh?
Okay, so let me see here something. I got two links here I want to bring up. One is, let me see how long this video is, though, before I bring it up. Because I don't think we'll watch the whole thing, because oh no, we definitely ain't watching last 33 minutes.
Oh, is it the one I sent you?
Yeah, it is the one.
Yeah, that's a long one.
I sent you a couple of things in Twitter.
Yeah, you did. Let's bring up this one here. Because, at the end of the day, right, it's a tragedy what is going on, but we also want to try and be as fair as possible. You know what I mean? We don't just want to, personally, me, I just don't want to blame one side and be like,
it can never be one
this,
side.
Yeah,
it can
absolutely.
never just be one side of two 100%. People involved.
100%.
If you say you side with Israel, also you're for the bombings of innocent civilians. You say you're
either way, you're siding for fucked up shit.
Yeah, if you side with Palestine, also you're for Hamas, right? So it's like no way.
Sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So let's hear this video.
This is former Prime Minister Golden Meir right here in the video.
When were Palestinians born? What was all this area before the First World War? When Britain got the mandate over Palestine, what was Palestine then? Palestine was then the area between the Mediterranean and the Iraqi border.
You say there's no such thing as
East and West Bank? No. East and West Bank was Palestine. I'm a Palestinian. From 21 until 48, I carried a Palestinian passport. There was no such thing in this area as Jews and Arabs and Palestinians. There were Jews and Arabs. I mean, when were Palestinians?
Interesting. Thoughts?
I can't really pass a thought because this is all new to me. I can't say it's all new to me, but I'm getting information that I've never gotten before. So it's conflicting with me, I need to search more because obviously I don't have any Palestinian friends. I'm not getting any Palestinian perspective other than media, and media just wants you to believe what they want you to believe. So it's fucked up.
100%. That's why you have to, and I say this all the time because I have these old ladies at work who are, oh, this is that, this and that. I'm like, you have to stay away from mainstream media, man. They lie. I don't care.
Over and over and over again, Nzo. 24/7 stream is brainwashing fuck.
100%. It's just ridiculous. Fox News, CNN, CNBC, whichever ones you want to call out, they fucking lie, right? There's always an agenda. Some have right wing, some have left wing.
Most of our media is owned by like 6 companies.
Exactly.
I thought it was 3.
I
thought
it probably is 3. I was just trying to make it sound more reasonable.
Okay, yeah, it's like 3 guys that own everything, and they determine what gets out there.
Exactly. And so, like, when people are sitting here fighting on the internet, I'm like, yo, let's think about this for a second.
They want us to be.
I can't say that word correctly. Evangelical Republicans and Hollywood are on the same side. Do you not think something's a little weird here? Come on now. Let's think, folks.
And since we're talking about the media, I'm going to bring this up because I saw this on my Facebook page, and it was 5 years ago that I seen this and I posted it. And when it popped up, I was like, you know what? It's like, and I say it all the time. It's like the media has an agenda. They're always trying to push certain things, whether you call whether which side they're on, just check this shit out. I know you guys may have seen this, but
Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities, Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
We are concerned about one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
the sharing of biased and
False news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media publish these things simply aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 what the fuck is
This
this?
is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Crazy shit, huh? Crazy
dangerous
shit.
to our democracy.
You know what I'm saying, bro?
This is extremely
Shit's making me
dangerous to our
lose my
democracy.
mind right
This
now.
is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Now, if you notice in that video, you see NBC, you see CBS, you see Fox News. They're all saying the same thing. That's crazy to me.
No, it's even crazier. If you just run one channel, you'll see different people entertaining the hour or so, repeating the same stuff the previous one said, almost word for word.
It's crazy.
It is fucking crazy. It's so scripted. It's sickening.
It's like, do they do one script and send it to every fucking news outlet out there?
Pretty
Right?
much.
Everything is a danger to your democracy. It's a danger to our democracy, guys. And that's why I say critical thinking is very important. You got to think outside of the box, right?
Use your brain.
Facts,
See, not only do they
100%.
want to make you feel bad for thinking outside the box, they want to make sure that your friends around you hear that, and they're like, "Why are you thinking that way? Why are you saying those things?" So they want you to submit to peer pressure around you as well.
Mm-hmm. And I tell you, like, these ladies at work, they take everything that the news says as gospel, like you know what I mean? And I'm just like, man, you can't do that anymore, because I still got to find it so that I can show this thing, because it was some Fox News thing. It's on Netflix, right? And they talk about shit, I can't remember what it's called, but anyways, they talk about this Fox News and this senator or something like that got killed, and they literally made up this whole fucking story. And in the episode, they have this black dude come on and he's saying something, and then 10 minutes later in the episode, he's saying, "I never said that." Right? So I'm like, bro, like, what are we talking about here? Fox News ended up having to come out and actually apologize for that and saying, you know, misinformation and stuff like that. You have to be very careful with these news channels, man. Very careful, because I don't trust any of them. You know what I mean? If I see something, I like to go and do my research. You know what I mean? And again, you can also be biased as well when you're doing your research, right? Because you may find a story that pretty much
You're searching for shit that supports your cause.
Right, exactly. Right? Exactly, right? And then you're gonna see that and you're gonna be like, okay, that's all I need to see, and you're not gonna look at the other side of the pictures, right? You're just gonna do that. And I think a lot of people do that, and that's a big issue. You're saying though, Roberto?
I'm saying, like, if someone says, you know, they did their research, you got to ask them, did you do 2, 3, 4, 500 hours of research?
Right.
Or did you spend 20 minutes searching through fucking Google and determine that you have your answer because Google knows all?
100%. 100%.
Anzo, I think the cell phone was created to make us stupid. They had a time frame on it. The time frame has surpassed, and now they're showing us our stupidity. Because there's few of us who are grounded and all we seem to say is, what the fuck is going on in this world today? What is happening? What took place when I was sleeping?
The cell phone, this platform, right? YouTube, internet in general, right? And I say it all the time. Internet is a blessing and a curse, right? Because you can go on here, you can meet up people, do YouTube, talk to people and stuff like that. But then there's also the side of the trolls. There's also the side of misinformation, right? And the thing is, certain people are stuck in their ways. So if they believe something and they go online and find someone who believes what they believe, then it validates their opinions, right?
100.
And then they find
called a cult.
Yes. And they find someone else, and then they find someone else, and they find someone else, and then they get into this, I guess you want to say, echo chamber, right? But they get into this where, you know what, we are right and the rest of the world is wrong, right? Because it's not just me that thinks like that. It's maybe a small minority, but to them, it's the shit. You know what I mean? So
did you see that video I sent you? I know I sent you quite a few, but I sent you one that was done in Canada. And a reporter was interviewing a Muslim guy. Did you see that one?
I am not sure.
Nzo, I don't want to come off racist, but I could tell you our ignorance is going to be our downfall.
100%.
Give me a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Mike said, not just make us stupid, Roberto, but help to facilitate the sending of dick pics. Yeah, a lot of that. Trump showed the people that there is going to be more violence building here. The algorithm is strong, 100%. And this could work for us. We could send that over there. Listen, right, at the end of the day, and I'm saying this, I believe we are like seriously on the brink of World War fucking 3.
Oh,
like
look,
it's never, I don't think it's ever been this close to me. Like these threats of war, Russia, China getting together. You see all of these countries now, and they're uniting to go against America. You understand? Right? Yo, it's go ahead, JG.
When Benjamin Netanyahu was on that stage and told Iran, do not interfere because I have a United States on my side and all that stuff. I'm like, bro, why the hell you name dropping us? Why you name dropping, right? And so, like you said, you got Russia, China. Don't forget North Korea. They're in that little realm as well, right? You got the Arab nations, Iran, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, who's probably, I'm not trying to throw anything out there, but all the money they got, they could fund whoever the hell they want to fund, right? It's World War III. You're right. It is coming. It's going to be. What was that 6-year-old Palestinian American kid that got stabbed to death?
Yeah.
Recently, right? It's going to get crazy. Like in Memphis, where I'm from, right in downtown, you already got Palestinian protests going on, and so it's
here too.
Yeah, it's.
You need to play that video.
It's going to be
which one?
The one I sent you on Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram,
I think we both been sending the poor guy video.
Okay, that video just woke me up to maybe, hey, this guy's got a fucking point. Basically, what happened is this reporter questioned this guy about immigration, and the guy responded to him, "You guys are fucking dumb. You keep letting Muslims in your country, we're going to dominate you, and we're going to take over." And the reporter goes, "Is that Sharia law?" He goes, "Yes. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. Stop allowing Muslims in your country because we will dominate you and we will take over."
Seems odd that he would warn
them. They put religion before anything. That's basically what he said. Now, is he trying to put a scare in people? Is he telling us facts? And he knows that we're going to be gullible and say, no, that's racist way of thinking. That can never happen. If we treat them like that, then we'll never get along. We don't know their mindset. We don't know the mindset of people who will do diabolical things. And if we live in this realm where, no, that can't happen, we can't fathom the shit that some people do in certain parts of the world. It's uncivilized. No, Nzo?
Well, I will say this. Out there with more shit from Christians than I ever have Muslims. And
I'm not saying all Muslims are crazy. I have a lot of fucking good Muslim friends. I'm talking about the ones who are coming here with a purpose, not the ones that are coming here to give their family a better life. Some of them are strategic in their plans. Just like my Israeli friends, they think there's a war. They're all trying to have as many kids as possible. This is not what we're going through.
Well, I said earlier, I think we're on the brink of World War III, to be honest with you.
Oh, fuck, facts. If I ever threw a fact at you, that's a fucking King Kong fact.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's inevitable, man. There's just too much tribulation in the world right now, man.
That draft is coming, everybody. It is coming.
For you guys.
I think I'm just over the age.
Yeah,
I think
it's coming for everybody.
That's what I mean. Me, Roberto, we over the age. They ain't drafting us.
Oh no, they gonna bring Kenda in there as well. They gonna bring y'all asses in there.
We are too old to be.
Y'all gotta pay y'all dues.
You know what I mean?
Pay your dues, bro.
I'm 49 years old.
I pay my dues from my bedroom window.
I'm not having it.
Hey, they said you could type up some stuff over there in this bunker over here. You'll be all right. Come on.
I'm not fighting a rich man's war. Hell no.
And you ain't getting my kid. Don't even think about it.
Hell no. My daughters are 19 and 16. Somebody will get caught at the door by me, and not in the nicest way.
I will go broke trying to hide that kid from it. I will go broke if I have to. You are not. No, absolutely not. All right. I love living in here in Canada. You know what I mean? I do, but not enough to go to war for it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no.
You come into my house and you try to do stuff here to me, my family, my friends, people I care about. Yes, but to go somewhere to fight for a country that
fighting for someone who takes half my fucking check.
Fight for a lion.
Right. Half your check, Roberto.
Take half my fucking check and I'm gonna fight for you. Bitch, you crazy?
Don't respect you because of the color of your skin. You know what I mean?
See that same shit happening here with the French and English, Nzo? I don't know if the population is negative to that extent, but you know, the generations to come might be like that. We don't know.
Oh yeah. There's definitely has been a huge problem with the French and English.
There's been a shift with the younger people now. The younger French people, I should say.
Yeah. But I mean, I watched this Album Preach video, and when they were talking about certain things here in Quebec, you know what I mean, and the French, and they literally showed a graph that the numbers for French language in households has dropped dramatically. Right now, Quebec has always been French, so I can kind of understand them trying to preserve their language. I think
they don't have to be extreme.
That's what I was about to say. They go a little bit too far, right?
Yeah,
but I can understand them trying to preserve their language,
and I can understand that too. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with it at all. It makes us unique. But don't kill the few little English who love you and support you and stay here with your cause. And try and alienate them.
Yeah.
You know, like fuck. We can leave as easy as anybody else, Nzo. But there's something about this province that we love, and we want to fight for it. We shouldn't have to get kicked out because we speak English. I understand French fluently.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. We just ain't going to war for it. You know,
you got that right.
You ain't going to war for that.
Want some chronic privileges.
How can I trust a country who's like lied to get into every war they've gotten into since
war started
forever?
100%. Not to mention, right? After you fight for your country, after you survive, they treat you like shit. You know what I mean? They
homeless,
treat you like shit.
Fucking unmedicated.
Right?
Bro, it is a fucking disgrace what
how they treat
veterans
the
go
military.
through.
Yes,
100%.
that shows face.
That's a fucking disgrace. Now I'm supposed to pack up and go fight for a country that I know ain't gonna take care of my ass when I get back. Oh, hell to the fucking no. That shit is not happening. Sorry. You know what I mean? You come to my front doorstep, then it's a war. But
if I'm homeless and I need some food and I need some heat, I might give you guys a thought.
Facts. For real. For real. You know what I mean?
With some travel in there, you know,
yeah.
Overlook the criminal record and shit.
You're getting paid as well. You know what I mean? You're getting meals 3 times a day, right? If you're struggling, yes, 100%. You know what I mean? If you homeless and you're capable, for sure. But for me, nah, sir. That not make it. Jack Law said, Nzo, the war today is with drones. Most of our fighters that would want to hide don't need to take as long as they can live after the game is over. So that's the thing. A war fought, World War III is fought differently. What up, LB? What's going on? How you doing? It's fought with nuclear weapons, right? Putin has already threatened with nuclear weapons, right? Many times, right? I remember a couple of years ago, China had a parade where they were parading their nuclear fucking warhead down the block.
Oh yeah, I think all the militaries do that. I forget what it's called, like is it a Hell March or something? I can't remember what it's called, but it's pretty much everybody gets out in their uniforms, shows off their tanks and flexes. Like Korea does it, China does it, we do it. I think Russia does it. Like all the countries occasionally get out and start showing off.
Most communist countries do it.
I did mention us.
Actually,
what's his name wanted to do it? Trump wanted to do it.
I didn't know. I didn't know America did it. I've never actually.
They do. Trump wanted to do it.
He wanted to do it.
They do it. Moira? Americans do that?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I don't think so. I know Trump wanted to do it because he saw Putin doing it.
I'm gonna look at it real quick to see.
Well, you know, they want to parade the nuclear.
And I'm trying to remember what it's called too. So
okay.
Well, they want to parade it so they can show everybody that we got it.
Right. From what I know, it's mostly in communist countries that parade their military, like North Korea, China, Russia. It's mostly communist countries.
Eli said no U.S. military parade was approved with tanks and missiles. So Eli said no.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, man. Like when I sit here and I think about all the stuff that's going on in this world, it kind of has me like,
what's that? Find one. It's a compilation of U.S. Soldiers doing it in different branches.
But that's just their march. They're not showing off their weapons.
Well, that's a reenactment, but like
the colonial crew.
Yeah, that was a reenactment, but showing different parades and stuff, instances where they've done this.
That's crazy.
Let me eat that. Sorry.
But yeah, like I was saying, man, the way it's going, guys, food prices are high. You know what I mean?
Gasoline,
threats of war. It's getting really, really, really scary nowadays, to be honest with you.
It's almost like these fucking movies you used to watch in the 90s, end of days kind of thing, you know?
Absolutely. LB said, yeah, Trump wanted a military parade in 2019 for 4th of July. Don't remember if he did it or not.
No, they didn't let him.
I mean, it's like you doing that, and it's like, oh, my dick is bigger than yours type of thing.
We know what you got now. We know what you got.
You know what I'm saying?
The Americans and the Russians used to be so secretive with their shit, you know? And then all of a sudden, the Russians want to be showing off all their shit. I guess it is the big balls thing, you know?
Yeah, 100%.
Because Americans are so secretive.
And my God, Trump did his speech last week, and I watched some of it. And this motherfucker went off on Biden. He pretty much said if he was in power, there would be no war in the Ukraine and none of this stuff would have happened. And I'm like, man, if you were in power, we'd probably all be dead by now.
I don't know. We didn't die the last time, I have to admit.
He toots his horn.
But
Yeah.
Very good.
We might not have given all our money away to freaking Ukraine, though. That would have helped.
You're
that
right.
ass will get like $2 million a day equivalent.
He didn't do it the first time, but I was worried. You know what I mean? And now with this stuff going on, yeah, I'd be even more worried right now. Right.
Honestly, like if you want to hear, you asked if anybody had a conspiracy theory about anything. I kind of do. What if this was partially done not only as a way to expand and annex Palestine, but also in turn cause such a catastrophe for Biden's cabinet, not that it didn't already have problems, but make it look so bad that everybody felt like they had no choice but to vote for Trump to make it all stop. Because we all know the I always have a hard time saying it. Evangelical Republicans, Israel, and Trump are all like circle jerking. We all know it.
It's possible. You know what I mean? We already know he has a relationship with Putin. I believe he was the first American president that got to meet with the China president, right?
So not China, I think North Korea.
North Korea. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, North Korea president, right? So, hey, man, maybe. Yeah, you guys need to do this.
I'll be back.
Make Biden look really bad as possible. So I mean, he does do that himself as well in certain situations. You know what I mean? So it's not that hard to do so. Shifty says price of beef is insane. Yeah, bro. I went to the store and I wanted to buy like a T-bone. One T-bone steak was like $20. $20. $7 for bacon at Safeway, $4 for a pack of tortillas. So our bacon has already been up to $7. Like our bacon, if you want to buy a pound of bacon, it's like $8.99 for a pound of bacon. Yeah.
Or just go catch me a wild pig and kill it.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, I know, right?
$11 for a roll of aluminum foil. Well, you see?
What the fuck?
There's certain things that I will go to the dollar store and buy. Aluminum foil is one of them.
I don't even use aluminum foil.
$3, $3, well, $2.50 or $3.50 for the big one. So certain things I'm not going to the dish soap and all of that stuff. If I can get it cheaper at the dollar store, 100%, right?
Oh yeah. I'm not too good for that.
$12 for bottom roast. I used to buy our holding firm at $30. Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. 100%. 100%.
Man, I'm starting to feel fancy with my fridge and freezer right now. Jeez.
You know,
going in there and like looking at what I got, like, dang, is it really that impressive in there? Jeez.
Back in the day, I used to have a deep freezer, right? And when my dad was around, he used to just stock up. Like we'd have food in there for like months, right? If we really like.
Yeah, I do have a deep freezer in the back near the pantry.
Wish I had that motherfucker now. I really wish I had it now. You know what I mean? I really wish I had the deep freezer now that was stacked up with a bunch of meat and everything they need. Because at this point, man, I'm like, I'm not spending $20 for a steak. I'm not doing that. Tony Ram said I got a heart condition, so I can't go fight Mr. Military Man. 100%.
I do too. I'm gonna have
you
one.
know what I mean? Ribeyes are $50 in Arizona, supposedly. Eat no damn swan. I don't eat no swan either, to be honest with you.
I wonder if he meant swine. Cheers.
Oh, swine. Yeah.
I wonder if that's what he meant.
You know what? To be honest with you, and people say, well, you can't say you don't eat swine. I really don't. I just eat bacon, right? Yes, I know bacon is pig and stuff like that. But when it comes to pork chops, ham, all that stuff, I don't eat it. It's just bacon that I eat. Reggie Wright said, no way. You're right. Bro, you got to buy that chuck steak. Nah, I'm not. So first off, $20 steak, you would think it's a nice, big, juicy steak, right? It's thin as fuck, right? It's very thin. And you have that big bone in a T-bone steak too, so you're not really getting $20 worth of meat. It's just not worth it, man. Absolutely not. It's cheaper to buy weed at a dispensary than 3 items to make 3 meals at a store. Facts, 100%. 100%. I've eaten so much cheap chicken this summer. I'm sick of it. If you bacon, you eat ass.
Damn right I do. You're damn right. I'll
right.
take it.
You know what? And I'll say it again. I don't give a fuck because bacon, when that shit is fried up, crispy and nice, it's good, man. It's good, 100%. So yeah, okay. So what? I eat ass. Big deal. Bacon is good. The rest of the pork stuff I don't eat, but the bacon stuff is good. So, any final thoughts on the war? Anything that we talked about, Myra?
Ooh. I'm trying to think what. Well, I did send you a couple of things that I wanted to complain about.
Go ahead.
Oh, about I don't know when earlier this year, but Netanyahu had been up at the UN and he was trying to show off how, like, he was planning on expanding things and how he was hoping to change. And he literally said, "We'll change the Middle East," because he was talking about having become friends with the neighboring countries. And on the map, you can see that, like, Gaza doesn't exist on that map. Like, it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and this was like a few months ago. And then with that link I sent you, that PBS article, where in September, like near the end of September, he was basically trying to strip the his Israeli Supreme Court so they wouldn't have the power to stop him. And it says, case opened Tuesday, focuses on new law passed by Parliament in July, a measure that cancels the court's ability to strike down any government moves it deems unreasonable. And that happened just like 2 weeks before all hell broke loose over there. So I can't imagine that's a coincidence. Any person in power who wants to start stripping Supreme Court powers away so he can do whatever he wants it's not good. And I don't care like what country or what religion. I don't care. That's a bad idea.
100%. I agree with you. JG?
Yeah, it's a tragic situation. It has been for over 70 decades. I've seen videos of one was a 21-year-old Palestinian student who talked about how they're staying put, they're not moving, right? Because not how you want them to move south. And giving them 2-hour period. Hey, you need to evacuate in 2 hours because we're about to bomb you. Like what? It's getting ridiculous. Again, I feel for those individuals that I guess we'll call peace concert or were murdered. I feel for that. But at the same time, you also have to acknowledge the pains that the Palestinian people are dealing with and have dealt with. You're right. You got Israeli checkpoints where Palestinians can't even cross. It was one young Palestinian girl who talked about being arrested just for walking around a corner. Right? You've seen videos of Israeli military going into Palestinian homes, just fucking with them because they could.
Yep.
Right? No one's innocent in all of this. But at the same time, we can't say, hey, peace to Israel. We can't support them and not support the innocent Palestinians who have also had to deal with a lot of this shit too.
100%. I agree. Roberto, any final thoughts? First off, Reggie White said boring. Oh, well.
Can't make everybody happy.
You know what I mean? Sorry, Reggie.
Troll
is
alert.
what it is. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. Let him troll. I don't give a shit. He's probably just fucking around anyways, because probably just fucking around. I don't know. But anyways, go ahead, Roberto. Final thoughts.
Final thoughts is it's really sad what took place because I feel it's going to affect people all over the world because the people at war are spread out all over the world.
I agree. 100%. I agree. Great topic, guys. Was a good one, but we have another one. So as you see in the title, it says "Woman Ruins Date." You guys got to see this because when I seen this video, I was like, man, this is some bullshit. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. All right, let me bring this up.
Let me just get the door for you.
Okay. He got me at the Cheesecake Factory, y'all. I ain't getting out this car. Yes.
Would you want me to open the door for you?
Look.
Are you're recording me?
Yeah. Yeah. This is the Cheesecake Factory. This is the Cheesecake Factory, y'all.
What's the problem with that?
This is a chain restaurant. Who takes someone that looks like this to a chain restaurant?
You want to talk about it? I'm fine with talking about it, even in front of them.
Oh yeah, I want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Come on, get up on in the car. Yeah, we gonna talk about it.
You know what I'm saying, Jim D?
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
yes, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So you expect a man to go all out on the first date? Is that right?
I mean, you're supposed to. When you take out a beautiful woman and you're courting her, because I get courted. So you're courting her, right? You're supposed to take care of her. You're supposed to cover her. You're supposed to protect her, cherish her, treat her well, right?
Yeah. And I agree. I went into this date as I expect, with the expectations for myself to keep you safe, you know, to respect you, to pay for your food, of course, pick you.
Yeah, we gonna talk.
Of course, pick you up, of course, and just treat you like a gentleman, which I believe I have done.
I mean, you've been pretty nice, but I mean.
And then,
listen to this though.
I, on the other hand, have certain expectations for a girl I go out with on the first date. I expect her to be respectful too. I expect her to be cooperative, and at least, you know.
What did I do that wasn't cooperative?
Well, I mean, like, even like when we were walking to the car, you wouldn't put your hand around my arm or anything like that, or hold my hand or anything like that.
I mean, it's too early for that.
Okay.
I don't know you.
I can respect that. When I got to your apartment to pick you up, you didn't want to invite me in. I can respect that too. We're not
again.
We're not there
yet.
Okay. And then, of course, pick you. But
I mean, I feel like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do as a woman.
But
I got myself all made up.
There's nothing wrong with the Cheesecake Factory, right?
Yes, there's a lot wrong with the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay. Look at my planner where we were gonna go originally.
See, now that's
I think this
that's
is
where
it.
we should have went. All right, right there. Call him.
No.
What do you mean no?
See, I specifically told you both yesterday and this morning that I'd come to pick you up at 4 p.m.
Listen to this shit.
And I got to your place at 4 p.m. You didn't even come downstairs for another hour, and so I was waiting downstairs for an hour. Right?
But I wasn't expecting for work to take me so long. I got home a little late, and like I said, I don't know you well enough to invite you up into my apartment, and that is not possible.
And that's why
an hour? An hour?
I'm thinking, okay, if we're not there in the relationship to, you know, meet at your apartment, then maybe we're not ready in a relationship for such a nice, fancy restaurant as Aria. Especially if I'm paying for the whole thing, which I'm still willing to do. I would have been, but if we're late, I mean, I told you twice.
It wasn't that late.
We literally left your place at the time the reservation was supposed to be. And I specifically said 4 because maybe we could get there early and even have some time to get to know each other on the way there and while we're in the parking lot.
I mean,
waiting for a reservation.
We can still get to know each other. Isn't there another restaurant you can call that, like, you know, the equivalent to that? I mean,
I literally
you don't
said,
understand. Look at me. I cannot go in the Cheesecake Factory.
Girl, yes, you can.
There's nothing wrong with
I will die. That's embarrassing.
Listen, as I said, I have very specific certain expectations.
So is your date turned around taking you home?
I can tell it's not gonna be there. And maybe we're not right for each other. So
this is a date app relationship.
At home.
What?
This is from an app, right? They picked each other up on an app.
I don't know. I don't think they really talk about that.
Well,
isn't there some kind of compromise or something?
What did he say? Did he pull up in that car when he met her? I'm like, she looks like a GD, gold digger.
If I don't feel respected,
he don't look like a baller. He looks like a nice guy.
Come on. Well,
nice guys finished last, yo.
You really leaving?
Yeah. I mean, you didn't want this place anyway, right?
I mean,
there's nothing.
I mean, I understand that I was late. I understand that. I understand that I could have been a bit more cooperative. You made some good points. That's why I'm willing to compromise.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you sure you want to go home?
I don't have a lot of rules. I don't have a lot of expectations for a first date, but I've already set them, and you've broken every one. So I'm sorry. We're dropping you off home.
All right, whatever. Well, I mean, I guess I understand. You gotta do what you gotta do.
You were fucking right.
Number one, the fact that you have a video playing, I would have dropped your ass where you were at. Video of that. What the fuck you videoing our fucking date? Like, is this the new age shit?
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much.
Was this scripted? Because it
doesn't seem right, huh?
Actually, you know what? It's not scripted because she was on a couple of platforms trying to defend what happened, right? So it wasn't scripted at all. And like, bro, we don't have a Cheesecake Factory here, but
we do, and I would love to go. Shit,
man, that cheeseburger and fries, bro, fire.
As far as I know, everything they have is good. Fuck yeah.
If you an hour late,
they got $60 cheesecakes, bitch. What the fuck are you kidding? That's fancy as fuck.
If you an hour late,
an hour.
Roberto, would you sat in the car and waited for an hour?
You fucking crazy. First date.
Yeah,
the only way you're sitting in that car that long is because you're with her for a while and you want to chew her ass out. That's the only reason you're waiting. And then you go and you make up and you have a good dinner and have great makeup sex, right? That's that whole event. But
honestly, if someone made me wait in the car for an hour, I would assume they were hiding something like a significant other or something they weren't telling me, is what I would assume.
Yeah.
I can understand her not inviting him up on a first date because there's a lot of freaks out there.
I get that.
Absolutely. But do you have the man waiting for an hour? Like, no. You know what I mean?
Really?
Did you tell him, listen, man, I'm gonna need an hour, I'm sorry, or something, you know what I mean? I don't want you waiting there. I don't want to invite you up, but if you come back in an hour, right? I don't think she said that. I think it was like, oh yeah, I'll be ready soon. Hold on, don't worry. And the man stayed down there for 15 minutes. I'm gone. Right?
You sit there talking about you let this man wait for an hour to get in the car talking about I got myself all dolled up and all that stuff, those fake ass eyelashes, and that basic dress she had on, looking ashy like she didn't have any lotion. She needed lotion on it. You know, looking like a black Joker.
Attacking the poor woman
I got myself all dolled up for you. Wait for an hour. You come out looking like that, you better be coming out looking like Queen of Sheba. You better be coming out looking like freaking Cleopatra. Let me wait for an hour. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you got the nerve to tell me Cheesecake Factory. Bitch, get the fuck out of my car. Get the fuck
Reggie,
out of my car.
We
I'm
do
calling
not
the
have.
police and say, hey, I asked the lady to get out of my car. She wouldn't move. Can you please escort her out of my vehicle, please?
I wish I could be team girl here, but I can't.
You know,
jeans and a t-shirt, and hell yeah, let's go to the Cheesecake Factory. I feel like fancy as fuck. That'd be awesome.
And I know women that wouldn't mind that. And yes, Reggie, we do not have the Cheesecake Factory here. All right. Shit, nothing I can do about it at this moment. So, yeah. But I mean, how entitled do you have to be, right? Now, if she had been on time, she would have got to go to that fancy restaurant that he had planned for her. But when you make you better believe that fancy place I was planning on taking you to, you ain't going to that. There's no way. We're going to go to the Cheesecake Factory, right? And then if we hit it off, second date, then maybe you'll get that, right? But the fact that you made me wait for an hour showed me that you had no respect for my time. So I'm supposed to sit there and have respect for you because you want to go to a fancy restaurant. And to be honest with you, to me personally, she didn't look good enough to wait an hour for it.
Exactly. Like I said. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Making someone wait an hour doesn't work anywhere else. It doesn't work for the doctor's office, dentist's office, lawyer's office. It doesn't work at school. It doesn't work anywhere else. I don't know why she thought that was a good idea.
Now, I can't lie. There may be a few that I would wait an hour for. You know what I mean?
That's the next few, yep.
You know what I mean? Is she a baddie? I'll wait. You know what I mean? I'll wait. But that was not worth waiting an hour for. Absolutely not. I would have
And
been
he seemed so patient and like soft spoken, and he wasn't like raising his voice. He wasn't getting short with her. Like,
you know what?
He handled that very well.
She probably saw it. Might have been a dating app, Roberto. I'm assuming because wedding.
It had to be. It had to be.
It was their first meeting, so she probably saw that picture of him and said, "Oh yeah, he'll push over. I can just run all over him."
You know.
And I'm with you, Mike. I've never been to the Cheesecake Factory either, obviously because we don't have one here. But I don't know, like what kind of food do they serve there? I mean, cheesecake is cheesecake, right? You can take me to a Cheesecake Factory. I'll eat me some damn cheesecake, right? I don't have a problem with that.
They got cheesecake, and they got like some that's like half cheesecake and half cake on the bottom.
Yes.
So that's magical stuff. Oh, I can't tell you. Whew. And they also have like entrees, like pastas and all kinds of stuff. And I don't know how they are most of the time. And once or twice I've tried it. Oh my God, that's good stuff.
Yeah, it's been good every time I've been. So
LB said Cheesecake Factory is all right. All right to take a bake. It's like basic franchise food. It's not 5-star, but it's not McDonald's either. I got you.
I'm not taking a first date to a 5-star restaurant. I'm sorry. I'm not doing it.
I don't even know if we have any.
First date?
Again.
Knowing it might be a free meal, she might be trying to get you for a free meal.
Oh well, I wouldn't know if I could go to one of those. I just didn't know if we had one or not.
It
depends. You take a girl to a 5-star restaurant the first time, and then she says, you hit it off and everything's good. You don't think she's expecting 5-star the second time?
Mm-hmm.
She might.
And if she don't get it,
No. I agree with you. She might, but that's when I think you'll realize. Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like if you, because first impressions mean a lot, right?
Yeah, you're right. I took a girl to see Prince.
You know what I mean? Like first impressions, and what happened after the concert?
She was mine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the one you really, like you said, the one you really want.
Yes.
The one you really want, you might go above and beyond.
Yes. 100%.
But first date, like I never met you before. I don't know what you like, and that's the kind of character you give me.
Okay, yeah, that's different, right?
There's no 5-star happening with you. I'm sorry, that attitude has to go. Like you're privileged or something.
100%. Like if they did actually meet on a app, like a app, no, for a 5-star restaurant is not the first date. Absolutely not. I wouldn't say it's Cheese Factory type of date, but it's in between. You know what I mean? Maybe some Chinese or something like that. Not a buffet, but maybe some Chinese. You know what I mean? Or something like that.
Hand Express
Indian food.
A restaurant bar kind of thing,
Yeah, exactly.
You could have a drink and eat a nice setting and stuff.
Yeah, nothing too cheap, but nothing too expensive as well. You know what I mean? If that's the type of, because to be honest with you, it all depends on what chick looks like as well. All right. You know what I mean? You're gonna go out for a baddie. Like most men will be like, oh my God, she's a baddie. All right, I gotta put this impression on and I gotta, you know what I mean, put out my best and stuff like that. And I think that too is a reason why a lot of relationships don't really last, because people try to portray something they're not in the beginning, and then after 6 months of being with somebody, you realize, hey, this motherfucker, this dude's broke. He took me to a 5-star restaurant, but he's broke. You know what I mean? Something like that. So it comes to false pretenses as well, right? But at the same time, like you said, Roberto, you got to be able to pick them. You know what I mean? You got to be able to pick them. You can't just take every single one that you talk to and think that you're going to take them to a 5-star restaurant. It's all going to be good, you know?
That's right.
I'd take a first date to Long John Silver's. If you're not down with greasy ass fish and hush puppies, I don't want you. Shit, we don't have a Long John Silver's here, but I'm not a seafood guy, so I probably wouldn't. Yeah, I probably wouldn't.
What do y'all have?
Seafood stuff, anyways. Sucks. Okay, we have our shit. We just don't have the same shit that you guys have. You know. He said, nah, we going to a little chicken spot in the gas station store on the first date. LB said, I bigger for it. I'd take you to Red Lobster, bro. See, I don't eat lobster. You know what I mean? Like, but I remember I was working for a spot and they took us all to Red Lobster one time before they got rid of the Red Lobster here. And everybody had like some sort of lobster or whatever fish. I had the hamburger. I was like, oh, they have hamburgers here? Okay, good. I'm going to have the hamburger. I don't fucking eat fish, seafood at all. 100%. Yes, outside bar with some drinks where she can be seen. 100%. Tell Will Smith that big head bastard. The Cheddar Bay biscuits are the shit. Anzo would be lucky.
Oh, yes.
You know, but I'm just like, I find, and this is when you talk about the red pill stuff, and me and Roberto had this debate earlier. A lot of modern girls think this way, right? A lot of women think this way, that they have to be pampered and taken to the finest restaurants and all kinds of stuff, and then don't want to give up no pum pum at the end of the night. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not gonna say that they have to, right? Because I would never do that.
Who won't even drop a kiss?
You know what I mean? But the intentions,
the first date.
The intentions of, and the funny thing is, they'll tell you, oh, not on the first date, but don't act like they haven't done it before. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Roberto?
The truth coming out now.
You know what I mean, Roberto?
Yes,
you know what I mean, Roberto? Oh, I don't kiss on the first date. Yeah, whatever. You don't do it because I might not be the one you're looking for, right? But if you found the one you were looking for,
things about me or something along those, your friends tell me don't trust you. You know, there's always some shit you have to attest to. Struggles 100%. Of a man dated. Struggles of a man dated, Kitty.
100%. I never want to eat Canadian fried chicken, no season. They use cornflakes for flour. No, we do not. Where the fuck you get that information from, bro? Listen, I could show you my cabinet with my seasonings, like full of it, right? Which all goes into my batter, into my fried chicken. Yes, 100%. You think Kentucky has 11 herbs and spices? No, I got that shit. 100%. Canada got red beaver. No, we do not have red beaver.
What's red beaver?
I have no idea.
You trying to make fun of Red Lobster? Come on, man.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe making fun of Red Robin, which is like a burger place.
No, he's making fun of Red Lobster. He's saying it's not Red Lobster, it's Red Beaver.
We used to have Red Lobster here. We got rid of that unflavored seafood shit.
You know what I mean? Nobody was eating Red Lobster.
Let me tell you. Let's tell these guys straight up, Anzo. If you look up at renowned places for food in the world, Montreal's top 20, you know.
Facts.
Montreal, 100%. If you smoke weed, you'd never want to leave here because the munchies here is good, yo.
Facts.
Good. Everywhere. There's restaurants.
100%.
For how you guys have liquor stores, we have restaurants.
100%.
Everywhere.
And you guys, like, because a lot of Americans, right, they don't know the Jamaican food, right? Danny doesn't really
West
know
Indian
Jamaican
food in general. Can get
right.
Trinidadian, Jamaican.
We got all that down south, brother.
Haitian, African, you know what I mean? All of that shit. You got it all over there?
Y'all probably eat moose burgers and stuff.
Wait, what?
What?
Moose burger. You don't have moose burgers or something like that?
Moose with antlers, moose in
yeah,
the
moose,
yeah.
Moose.
We ain't eating no moose burgers here. I'm sorry.
What the fuck are we talking about here, bro? Like,
I've heard of a bison burger, but I haven't tried it.
Oh, bison burger, so good, bro.
I haven't tried it.
You see,
it's so good.
You see, this is the thing, Roberto, right? You said bison burger. I'm like, nah, I'm good, right? This is motherfucker. Oh, it's so good. Gator, so good. You know what I mean? Won't eat
you throw seasoning on it, they eat it, bro.
I'm telling you. Ever had
you
a
go to
this on a grill? Oh my goodness, it's so good.
Anzo, go to the States, go to any fast food restaurant and order a burger and say no cheese and watch how they look at you, man.
You know what?
I'm telling you.
I will agree to that. I will agree to that. Yep.
Yo, we went to this place in Florida. I can't remember the name, but these restaurants are everywhere, and the lineups make our restaurants look like they're empty. Anzo, it's like a McDonald's, but a different name. And they make these crazy burgers and they make these fucking fries. They're called all dress. I was like, yo, is this guy really putting Kraft singles on my cheese and putting that shit in a microwave? Sure enough, he did. I was like, what the fuck was that, man? I ain't eating that shit. No way. I ate one fry that had a little bit on it. I didn't feel good all day. My kids ate it. That shit ruined them. But everybody that was there had that box family size, man. Like they're 6-7 slices on that shit.
Nah, they don't know. They don't know, bro. You know what I mean? Like it's like, okay, yeah, we don't have Long Cake Factory, right? But I know you motherfuckers don't have as much Jamaican restaurants as we do.
We got
you know what I mean?
We got a few.
Yeah, yeah, a few.
Let's talk smoked meat. You guys ever eat smoked meat?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't had it till you eating it here, son, because we the kings of smoked meat.
I don't know.
Kings.
I don't know.
Research it. I'm not saying it because I live here, but people come here just for our smoked meat and our bagels. You know, like
nobody down south eat bagels.
And Roberto, tell them what the Nova Scotia has.
Oh, the pepperoni.
There you go, brother.
We got pepperoni down here too.
I know, I'm sure you do, but you guys like have to blow that shit up, make it king size, can't fit in the bun, you know, like, you know, when I went to Philly, no disrespect, but you guys' portions are fucking like insane. When I was in Florida and I had breakfast, I said, hold on, you guys could have told me my breakfast could feed my whole family. I would have ordered for them. How the fuck you want me? Anzo, they gave me a plate that was like, I couldn't put my elbows there, right? There was food touching the edges all around this plate. Very generous portion. Good price. But who's eating all that food, man?
Me? I'm eating all of it.
But we don't eat portions that size. So for us to see that, we're already overwhelmed before we start eating it.
Well, that's why we're so fat down south, man. That's why we're so fat. We eat all these big portions.
I won't lie. That's a very good reason for being, you know, overweight, the portions of the food. And man, there is no way. I think I was eating 2 meals a day down there because one meal could hold you half a day.
Here it is. Show this video real quick because I was like, this is nasty, man. I'm sorry. All right. You guys eat some fucking... Hold on. Sorry. Wrong video. You guys eat some freaking nastiness over there. All right. So let me bring this up. Roberto, and you tell me if this is a yes or a no.
That's my boy. That's my dog right there. I like that.
Pounds of that alligator queued up now.
Yeah, buddy.
Now. And that's
Yeah.
now I'm gonna go ahead and RJ get that alligator grilled up. Now, all right, y'all hit it with another stick of butter, babe.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all gonna throw in some 2 pounds of cooked pasta.
Oh yeah.
16 ounces heavy whipping cream, y'all. 1 cup of mild cheddar, y'all. 1 cup, y'all, smoked Gouda with bacon now.
Yeah.
8 more ounces of heavy cream now. Another half a stick of that garlic butter, baby.
There we go.
1 lemon zested up now. Cut that fresh parsley now. 5 cloves, fresh garlic. Go ahead with that alligator now, right in the hole, baby. Y'all go ahead and check my website out. Rub the bacon W sauce on the mustard.
Yeah,
Hit
good
it up.
eating right there, boy.
Squeeze out 1 lemon, baby. 1 cup that Parmesan cheese. Go ahead and mix it up real good. All right, baby, I'll check it out now.
That looks fire, bro. You
go.
Roberto?
What's that guy named Ralph the Cajun guy?
Nah.
Something like that. I like
Now
that.
I ain't gonna lie. The pasta stuff I would eat. Just don't put the gator in it. I'll eat that stuff without the gator, but
Yeah, I don't see no fucking sink or nothing around there with water and suds. These man throwing butter and all kind of thing with their hands in that fucking thing.
Right. That's how we
Man
do it.
standing there like this and doing no dread. There's certain.
Look at Tony. That's right, my brother.
I'm sorry. If I'm surviving on the streets, like we rescued a cat, and this cat, when he came in the house and got real food, he started grabbing that food and growling, backing up. I said, "Yo, kid, you're not on the streets no more. This shit's yours. You can eat it. Chill out." And that's the way I am. I need to eat civilized. I can't be like eating shit that. Nah, dread. I can't do that. I couldn't do that.
And this is the thing. Gator tastes like chicken. Well, I'm just gonna eat fucking chicken. Why the fuck am I gonna eat something that tastes like chicken?
It's a little more tender. It's a little more
tender.
You know when I'll find that out? Who said that? Was that Andrea?
Yeah.
You know when I'm gonna find that out, Andrea? When there ain't no more fucking chickens. Maybe I'll find out then. But till then, I'm eating chicken because that shit tastes like chicken.
I don't know. I remember my wife went to Jamaica that time.
Oh
So
shit!
it was fish soup. The fucking fish head floating in the damn soup.
Oh yeah. That's Jamaican.
You eat that shit
yeah.
though. You want to eat alligator?
No, I won't eat that.
But I'm not eating the fish head.
The fact the fish head is in it.
Yeah, but that's like, do you eat bone marrow? Do you eat bone marrow?
No.
Yes.
Not that I know of.
Okay, bone marrow is the same thing we're getting out of that fish head. There's nutrients. I don't eat the eyeballs. I don't touch that fucking head. That shit floats on the left, and I drink the sauce on the right. That shit never touches my bowl.
Nutritiously delicious.
All right.
What's the texture like on that? Tell me it's like chicken, right?
What, gator?
The texture, yeah. What's it like? A little chewy, yeah?
Not
really. Fish.
You ate gator before, Mara?
Yeah. Of Louisiana. I think it's a rite of passage.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't think I'll see that part of the U.S., I really don't think I'll see that part.
Seafood gumbo? Oh, my goodness.
I'm right there
Red
with
beans
you,
and
Roberta.
rice. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
y'all don't know what y'all missing in Canada, man.
Oh, I know what I'm missing.
Yeah, nothing.
Trust me. We have Louisiana-style restaurants down here. They might not be like authentic like you guys have, obviously, because you it's from where you guys are at, but that shit don't get play up here.
Yeah, I know we're eating that shit, bro.
There's one like Louisiana. It's on Sherbrooke. You know how long the restaurant's been there on? So longer than us, let's say. Have you ever eaten there once?
No.
What does that say?
Man,
you know what I mean?
They probably from France, claiming they from Louisiana.
I don't know. I bet check the menu. See if there's any alligator on that menu.
Probably Cajun seasoned elk.
No, there's no.
I'm only kidding. I'm only kidding.
No seasoned elk, no alligator, no lizards, no none of that stuff. I don't want any of that stuff on my plate. Thank you very much. You know what I mean? And it's funny because Danny, like whenever we say we eat curry goat, Danny's like, I ain't eating no goat. I ain't eating no goat.
Sounds good too.
I love goat.
I'll eat that too.
Right. I think goat is a little bit more acceptable to eat than a fucking gator.
Why?
It's damn near the same thing.
When did you guys start eating alligator? I never heard that shit when I was young. When did you guys start eating that?
Oh,
When
someone killed one and threw some
right.
spices on it and said, "Hey, that shit's edible."
It's been going on for a long, long time, but it didn't start becoming more mainstream till probably about 20 years ago.
Has it really ever made its way out of the South? Like, are they eating that in the North or in the East? Are they eating gator? No, I don't think so.
I haven't really been up north, and
I've frequented pretty much a lot of the East, and I'm yet to see a gator burger or gator pasta. I think they'd be almost as shocked as we are. Not to disrespect you guys. I mean, to each their own. Oxtail freaks Danny out because why? The tail is near the ass when he takes a crap. We're not eating the hair.
Wow.
You know?
Well, I personally don't eat oxtail either, right? I'm not a fan of oxtail.
My favorite.
There's oxtail, there's pigtails. Yeah, I ain't eat none of that nastiness, to be honest with you.
But pigtail is like all
fat.
Gelatin. It's all like fat. I don't know how you do that. I mean, you have to, I don't know. Because if you chop it up, I'd probably be the little morsel I spit out. Because, you know, the texture, it's all about texture with me. That's the thing.
Me too. That's why I don't like flavor. That's why I don't like fish. I don't like the texture of fish at all. I just
even white fish?
No fish. I don't like the texture of it at all. Eat buffalo, much better and leaner. Yeah, I ain't eating buffalo either. Not eating goat. Goats are too cute. They're like pets. Maybe when they're little, like small, but when they get older, when
they get like bigger and grumpier, then it's
nah. Put Billy Goat out.
Do they eat
Billy
veal?
Goat on my plate?
Yeah, we're not eating helpless little baby cow either.
Yeah, I don't eat veal either. You eat veal?
I hate it.
Me too.
It's a weird taste to me. I don't know.
Yeah, the taste is too much.
And they also have the little baby chickens. You ever had those?
Ew.
What are they called?
I can't remember what they're called. But one time we were having like a Christmas party, and
isn't it Kurdish hen or something like that?
Hold on, let me see if I can find it. But yeah, my dad was like, having a Christmas party, and these fucking little baby chickens. I'm like, what is that? And he said the name of them, and I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not eating that. Thank you very much. I'm not eating that. It didn't even look right.
I remember the first time I had duck, and I thought it was chicken. It's like this thing's pretty tough to chew. And why is it so salty, man? Chicken's really salty. They're like, that ain't chicken, that's duck. And that was the last time I had it.
I've heard it's a little gamey and greasy a little bit. Is what I've heard.
Gamey, is that like it's like a little hard to break down?
I think it's like kind of like an aftertaste.
Okay.
Kind of earthy, I guess. I'm not sure how to describe that.
I don't know too many people who say, do they serve duck here?
Right.
It doesn't seem to be like an acquired taste,
Mm-hmm.
I think I tried a bite of it with some other food, like sauces and stuff like that, like when I was like 19. But I don't remember what that was like, and it had like some other sauce with it, so I couldn't tell you what it was like individually, like what it was like.
Maybe if you're from France and shit.
Oh yeah, they eat snails over there, so there's no healthy way.
Yes, motherfucker. Yes, I eat bacon, but not fish. Yes, 100%. I don't like any type of seafood. Sue me. More so if you killed it yourself, right, Reggie? Peeps. Asians are the worst if we're going to talk about food like this.
Oh dear. I don't know if I would have said it quite like that.
I probably won't answer that one too tough. You know what I mean?
I mean, I don't see anything wrong with rice and
some of the stuff I've seen them eating in China, I'm like, what?
Oh
Okay, he wasn't specific, I suppose.
Well, he's being generous. He doesn't want to single out any one people.
Right.
So, we don't want to offend anybody, but if we have to be more specific, I think Thailand. I don't know if it's Thailand with the giant beetles on a stick.
Oh, jeez.
It might
Is that Thailand?
I don't know, but that's a scary thought.
Either Thailand or Vietnam.
And China, they eat things that we would never want to think about trying to eat.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I see. I'm like, what? And they eat these things raw. Some of them alive.
Yeah.
I don't know. I at least gotta at least cook it up. I can't.
Oh, they eat fucking live squid and shit.
Me personally, I wasn't thinking that. I'm like our Chinese restaurants over here.
No, that's North Americanized.
Yeah, exactly. Right. That's fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. But to go over there, no, I ain't eating none of that.
I'm not brave enough.
You never went to Chinatown during dim sum?
I don't think so, but
I went once and I'm like, oh, this is what happens at noon. There is no menu. These people come out with carts and start dropping shit on your table, and I'm just like, what is that? What is that? What looks like I'm not eating today? What is that?
Yeah, well, they have the ducks hanging in the windows and stuff like that.
I can deal with that.
If I cook duck, and I just me personally, I ain't eating no duck. You know what I mean? No duck, none of that stuff. So, but yeah, what else?
From a bad date to all this food, huh?
Hey man, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes we get off a topic, and I think it was because of the gator talk where I just had to bring up that video with the freaking gator and shit. That's disgusting.
What is this Gherbo and Southside Humiliate? What?
Oh, yeah. What's his name? Low-key gave me a topic there that he wanted to discuss, but he obviously didn't come in, right? Okay. And I personally have no idea who the fuck these guys are. Anyways, never heard of them before. So I was like, well, if he comes in, we talk about it. But if not, I'm like, yeah.
What are they? YouTube people?
I don't know. You ever heard of them, JG?
No.
I never heard of them. I don't know who that is.
Mm. And I also sent you another thing from Instagram for Danny with them girls disrespecting the popo. You didn't see that one?
Oh, where they're twerking in front of them?
Yeah, they say they're disrespecting the cops. I was going to ask Danny, when you call that disrespectful, they were doing that to you? I know you get to the station, you guys be talking. Do you see that one in the front? Disrespect. Don't do anything. I mean, it's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say it's disrespectful. If anything, they're disrespecting themselves.
I think it would be disrespectful depending on what the officers are doing there. You know what I mean?
They weren't even really near them. Bless you. They weren't even really near them to say, like, if they were rubbing up on them and doing stupidities like that, they were a good distance away. Just twerking.
Yeah, no. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you.
But that's really playing with fire, being the color you are.
And last thing I'll bring up, I seen this video. I posted this shit the other day. We got a few minutes to talk about this. And I don't see anything wrong with what this guy did, but watch the video. Hold on, it froze. There we go.
Ain't no hold on. Stand up, Tremaine. You gonna do like that? Stand up. I'm gonna fuck you. Why you hit my mama? Why you hit my mama? Why you hit my mama? Bitch. I'm G.A. now, Rico. Why you hit my mama, bitch? Tremaine. I don't give a fuck about that nigga. My mama asked for help too, nigga. My mama asked for help too, nigga. Listen, man. My mama asked for help too, nigga. On the G. Come on.
Damn.
I'm getting some big man punches, boy.
So supposedly the man hit his mom, right?
That was a man?
Yeah.
I thought it was a woman. Okay, my bad.
No, it was a man. Yeah. Oh no, yeah. You get your ass beat like that.
Sorry. You beat my mom? You're getting it fucking worse than that, brother.
Facts.
Male or female, they get his hands.
I'm surprised he stopped. You know what I mean? Because
they'd have to pull me off. That's like
100%.
that's like a nightmare you have, and you wake yourself out of. Don't even think that. Don't even put yourself in that mindset. Someone hitting your mom's. No, dog.
That is correct, Mike. His mom was 75. Yeah. Now, the age to me like she could have been 40. I'm still whooping your ass. You know what I mean? But 75, I think you getting the worst beating. Like that dude was on the ground. I would have stomped out. I was thinking while I'm watching the video, like this dude's gonna stomp his head off. Like he has him on the ground, he's gonna just continually stomp his face off. That's what I would have done.
Gotta break a few ribs.
Absolutely. But no, I guess you don't want to go to jail for murder or anything like that.
No, you just you know
what I mean?
you blacked out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a valid reason. Fuck, like
100%.
again, you never imagine someone hitting your mom, let alone you catching the guy that hit your mom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like, what does he think? He's just gonna get one punch?
For real. No, you getting your ass beat down 100%.
Prior to you saying or knowing why he got that beating, I was like, that's overkill. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
The guy's lying out on facing upwards. That's overkill. But he hit your mom? Yo, you didn't do enough, son. You didn't do enough.
Facts. Myra, your thoughts?
I actually, my daughter come in here and talk to me, so I actually missed most of the video. I saw someone getting their leg pulled.
Yeah, he got his leg pulled and he got his ass beat because he hit the dude's mom.
What the fuck is he doing hitting someone's mom?
75 years old mom.
Oh, I broke his leg.
Facts. 100%. 100%.
I would have broken it right at the knee joint, and I'd have worked my way up like a squirrel. Holy shit.
There's wrong and there's wrong, man.
Mm-hmm. Andrea said, touch my mom, I'm ripping your fucking throat out. You don't mess with someone's mom, whether they are here in the living or have passed on. 100%. 100%. Some of my first memories was my father hitting her.
Sorry to hear that, Jack. Because I know that would be payback time when I'm big enough to give it, man.
You know what I mean?
You remember those times, Dad? Whop, whop!
For real.
You won't
Take
see
that
them
shit
coming.
with you. Yeah. You can take that with you 100%. Because to see a stranger do it, but to see a parent do it, your father do it, yeah, that's kind of fucked up, man.
That's deep. That hurts, man.
Yeah, for sure. And if you're
sorry to hear that.
Too young to do anything about it, you know what I mean? And that stays with you for a long time.
One day you can, and then maybe in a good way, a better way, you know that you don't want to be that person when you're older.
100%.
The lessons that could be good from that,
Facts. He said she would follow him around telling him what a piece of shit he is, and he would hide in the bathroom. Till she would start breaking stuff, find other ways to hurt him, and then he would hit her. Then my sister would echo at me like it was the right way when I was in high school. That's messed up, man. It's messed up. You know what I mean? I don't wish that on anybody to have to deal with that as a kid, to be honest with you. But with that being said, it was a great show. Thank you, everybody that came into the chat. We had Jack Laws in here. Andrea was in here. Shifty Gizm was in here. Reggie White was in here trolling. K-Dot was in here. LB was in the house. Been a minute, LB. Good to have you here. Tony Robinson was in the house as well.
Tony Moonlighting usually hangs the whole show. Now he comes in, throws two words
towards the end. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah,
you're moonlighting on us, Tony.
For real. Rogue Comics, Mike was in the house. Thank you, Mike, for popping up too. Always a pleasure. Elihu was in the house, and Elihu actually, commented and watched right up until I think it was because the war stuff. He was very invested in that, so he stayed up in there and watched it. So I appreciate all of that, man. Roberto, David Quintana was up in here. Can't forget you. He's always in. Basel was in the house as well. Thank you, Basel, for popping in. And like you said, K-Dots. So Roberto, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
Wednesday nights, 9 o'clock. O.O.C. Saturdays, don't know.
We'll see. JG.
You like that pause, huh?
Yeah. JG.
Yo, Wednesday nights right here with Nzo, aka the Abbott, Roberto, aka Method Man, aka Mr. GQ himself, aka Father Time Can't Fuck With Me. Also Danny.
Respect. Oh, here we go. We got to get a drum roll for that one.
Man of the hour, Danny, aka The Road to Wisdom.
Miss you tonight, Danny.
Absolutely.
With my homie Superwise Thursday night, or tomorrow night, the Loki season 2 watch party, and we're talking that geek stuff that I love. So I'm working on the intro for you guys.
So Reggie White said trolling.
Made valid points, huh?
Topic was trolling, and nobody made sense or valid points. Just talking. Really? Maybe you should go back and watch the stream, because I think there were a lot of valid points on the stream. Maybe you don't agree with them, but there were definitely valid points. So maybe you should go back and watch what we did. You know, if not,
well, they're like over an hour ago. You just not talking about that?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Eli
digested and shit, dude.
I mean, regardless of whether we made valid points or not, you fucking stayed for the whole goddamn show, right?
This is called getting shit off your chest. We don't, study and do all kinds of shit. We just say how we feel, see who feels the same way, and if you don't, we want to hear you. That's all.
Simple and plain. But you must have enjoyed something, because you stayed, right? So it is what it is.
Nah, I mean.
Maybe ass won't come back. I don't know. I'm not doing this for you, right? Doing it because it's fun, and that's up to you.
Oh,
hi, too bad can't come on.
Yeah, this motherfucker is right here.
Time it.
Yeah, you're right, Nerd Man, because we are closing it up, but maybe we'll get you back again. He said trash, and then he said nope, peace. See ya.
Teach their own, yo.
We don't give a shit. Goodbye. Have a good day. Good life. Go ahead. You coming in here or not coming in here does not affect our show or our day whatsoever. So, see ya. Myra, where can they find you?
Occasionally I hang out on Raquel's channel. I haven't been live. Oh yeah, I do live stream like every Saturday. I forgot about that. Yeah, like every Saturday. What's wrong with me? Like, yeah, we're kind of watching like some movies that aren't too creepy. A little weird maybe, but like 1930s, 40s. Sometimes they're silent movies for the Halloween season. So they're kind of fun if you got nothing else to do, or like even if somebody is like anxiety issues, or maybe certain things might be a little too scary if they've seen bad stuff before, they wouldn't have to worry about it with this. It wouldn't be too graphic or too awful. So it's kind of safe for everyone to watch.
Absolutely. Check it out. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Well, the rest of you, other than Reggie White, don't care if you enjoyed it or not. But the ones that stick with us and come true, it's always a pleasure to have you guys here. Peace, love, and hair grease. We are out, and we will see you on the next one.
Hugs.
Peace. Reggie White was probably Nerd Man anyways.
Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound. Drowning in an endless sea, take some time and stay with me. In the strength of your arms, keep me safe and sound. Yeah, we are.
You must really want me to say some shit, don't you? Right? You really want me to go off on you, don't you? But I ain't. you know, it just shows to me that you are a sorry ass human being to say the shit that you say. Come in here to troll, and I don't give a fuck whether you come back or not. Like, I don't. So.
Lift me up, hold me down, keep me close, safe and sound. Drowning in an endless sea, take some time and stay with me. In the strength of your arms, keep me safe, safe and sound. Got me. Lift me up, hold me down, keep me safe,
Not me.
safe and sound.
The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.